Hello, we're glad you could join us. This is the Moms Roundtable. So I have a question for us to reflect on. A parent wrote in, "My mother spoils my son and never says no to him. She says it's her right as a grandmother. How do I let her know he's taken advantage of her?"
Well, I'd say first of all, grandparents are supposed to spoil their kids, so maybe step back a little and say, is this really...
Some indulgence might be okay.
Right, I mean, is this really a major issue? You first have to ask yourself that. This also could be more an issue with the mom and her mom.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to the grandmother and the son.
Very true.
And so there may be an opportunity for the mom to have a discussion and maybe explore some of her own family of origin relationship with her mother. But I also think that one of the things that I've learned in my own family, having grown kids and a mother, and watching the relationship that my kids have with their grandmother, is that it is never too late for relationships to improve. And it's never too late, ever, to take a step with your own parents, even if they are, you know, well into their 60s, 70s, 80s, and I've seen that happen. And so the fact that this may bring up an important conversation that the mom could have with her mother, and realize, even if she may say to the mom, "I need your help with my son because I think it's great that you're indulging him because you're his grandmother and you love him, but it's also, I'm seeing some effects from that and I need your help."
And also maybe redirecting that I think there are some important life lessons you could help me teach him. And here's what I think he would really appreciate hearing about from your life, or what you've learned.
I'm just thinking about that Bill Cosby quote where he said he looked at his father, who was the grandfather of his kids, and said, "Who is this man? This is not the man I grew up with." And I think that's probably true for a lot of grandparents. And but I think, you know, if we're not getting the support from that grandparent, that's a conversation that I would have to have, especially if they're, you know, a lot of grandparents still help their grandkids up by keeping them after school and things like that. You might really need their support in a better way, more of a co-parent thing.
That was a great question, thanks. We'd love to hear more. Send your parenting questions to biggestjob@hyde, that's HYDE.edu.